Tom, an angry voice called as Edward turned into Pudding Lane. Where have you been? How much money have you got? It was John Canny, Tom's father. I'm not Tom, Edward said to him. I'm Edward, Prince Edward. Tom's at Westminster Palace. John looked at the boy and, just like the boys at the school, began to laugh. It's true, said Edward. You must take me to my father, the king. Tom's father became angry. You are not the prince, and I am not taking you to Westminster. Tom liked being at Westminster Palace. There were lots of pictures of kings and queens, princes and princesses on the walls. Will Bet and Nan believe my story? He wondered, thinking of his sisters. Time passed, and still the prince did not return. Tom began to worry. What if someone came into the room? I'd better find a way out, he decided. But when he opened the door to the next room, there were 4 gentlemen. They all stood up and bowed when they saw him. Quickly, Tom went back into the first room and closed the door behind him. He waited, trying to listen to the gentlemen. Then, the door opened and a girl appeared. Tom was frightened and tried to hide. What's wrong, Edward? She asked gently. You know you can always talk to your cousin Jane. Tom looked at the girl. She seemed kind. Slowly he said, I'm not Edward. My name is Tom Canny. I'm just a poor boy from Pudding Lane. Jane looked at him carefully. Come on. Your father wants to see you. My father is here? Said Tom, surprised. Why wouldn't he be? She replied that he's the king, after all, and a king's place is in his palace. Tom followed Jane into a very large, very beautiful bedroom. The king was lying in bed. He looked old and unwell. Come here, son, he said to Tom. Tom couldn't believe it. He was standing right in front of the King of England. Come here, the king said again, getting impatient. What's the matter with you? Tom took a couple of steps forward. I'm sorry, your majesty, but I'm not your son. What are you talking about? The king said angrily. Stop this foolish talk. Remember, there's a very important banquet tonight. You must be there. Everyone wants to see the next king. But now, bring me the Great Seal. The what? The Great Seal, boy. I gave it to you 2 days ago. Isn't that right? Lord Hertford? Lord Hertford nodded. Yes, your majesty. Well, the king demanded. Where's it? Tom, of course, had no idea where the seal was. My son isn't well, the king said as Tom left the room. That's why he can't remember. Soon he'll be better, and then he'll remember. We'll wait.